Welcome back to the Sports Betting Podcast, where my co-host and the guest is an idiot. Where we do sports betting and sports betting. I'm Noah, your moderator today, and Ty's glaring at me funny, so we'll go to him first. Welcome back, Ty.
Well, no, am I allowed to talk?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Well, I just got reprimanded for talking about
I just
football,
don't know
so.
if we're the idiots
I think
or
you
if
guys-
it's just Josh.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's definitely
We'll
just
introduce him in a minute. So, Kevin, welcome back. Are you drunk right now?
Always.
Good.
Well,
What did you say earlier?
future employers, I'm actually normally sober during Wednesday nights. My mom wanted me to say that on the
My
podcast
mom-
tonight.
That's actually
My mom
good.
told me, she's like, I'm really proud that you didn't cuss. And I was like, hey.
My mom's like,
Media
you
trained,
need
PR
to
trained.
start watching your language. And I'm like, I've been watching it, Mom. Have you seen the podcast? I only say like 10 swear words an hour.
Guys,
Pretty
for the
good rate.
first week, I'm really sorry that we shot a blank last week. Okay, it was the load number 2, and we shot a blank. So I apologize. That's on me. For the first week, though, on the official episode 2, we have a guest with us. It's Josh, my cousin. He grows more hair on his shoulders than on his head. Welcome in, Josh.
You're a dick.
Yeah, I know. Just
Well,
me.
you are what you eat.
I was
but
trying to
also-
set all 3 of you up this
Can
week.
I see your
so
shoulders
I
now?
do apologize.
Maybe afterwards.
Okay.
Oh yeah, not on camera. Hey, listen, we got a couple segments to get into today, so we'll do that now. The first one, we talked about a lot of winners. Let's talk about some losers. Kev, how hard will it be for the Chiefs to make the playoffs now? And is their problem fixable this year?
I will say it's going to be very difficult for them to make the playoffs. The 3 teams right above them, the Jags, the Chargers, and the Bills, have all beat them. So they have to end up with a better record than all of them. I think that to make it for sure, they got to go 6-1. To have a chance, they got to go 5-2, and they're going to need. The Jags have a relatively easy schedule. It's going to be really difficult.
But they are the Jags.
They are the Jags.
They're the Jags.
That's
Yeah.
something. But I like their head coach. So we'll
This coach is
see.
one of the best.
Trevor
Josh,
Lawrence is struggling though.
you as a Chiefs hater like myself, what do you think here? I mean, like, just honestly, objectively.
I mean, what are they? They're 5-5 right now, right?
yeah.
And I mean, to make the playoffs, you basically have to go 10-6. I don't see it happening. I think they're going to go like 4-3. I think they're going to lose to the Colts, Chargers, and Broncos again because that Broncos game was kind of boring to watch. But I don't know. I don't think they make it, but at this point, I won't count them out until they miss it.
Yeah.
But I think Andy Reid is that good, and so until they miss it, until they're out,
They're not.
and
out.
you know they're only a few pass interference calls away from winning any game. So
Ty, you're
Or
nodding your
roughing
head over
the
there
passer.
with Josh. What do you got?
I mean, watching that game, the Broncos game the other day, it seemed every time that the Broncos did something positive, there was a flag thrown. And
it's funny how that works.
And you would never know if it was coming back or if it was going to stand. So, the thing that confuses me is that like you look at all these Chiefs stats, they're top 10 in like most offensive and defensive categories, like 4th in points allowed, 9th in points scored, 7th in total offense, 7th in total defense. Like it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
I just don't think people are scared of the Chiefs anymore.
What
Yeah.
do you think their problem is?
I don't know.
I
Jackson
gotta-
Mahomes,
Well, okay.
They've
certain
all
Brittany
of their-
Mahomes.
All of their losses
Patrick
have been
Mahomes
to
Jr.
playoff teams.
Yes.
So
Yeah.
I just don't know.
So
I just think they get a little Super Bowl hangover. It took 4 or 5 years, but they got
I got a
it.
question. So, with as many, and this was last year, that they were winning all these one-score games, you know, is it just like a? To me, last year was weird because it felt like they were way over the mean, right? Like they were winning all these one-score games. They're still the Chiefs, right? I mean, we're still a Super Bowl contender every single year, winning all these one-score games, and then they get to the Super Bowl, right? And they get blown out by a team who had a lot more talent than them. So, is this just regression? Like, are they still the same Chiefs? Like just nobody's scared of them anymore, right? But are they regressing to the mean? Are they trying to like fill that back in where they lost all these or win all these one-score games? Now they're losing them.
In one-score games, yes. I mean, last year I think they were 10-0 in one-score games, and this
Yeah.
year they're 0-5.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not going to win every one-score game. You would expect to win
A
a couple. If not, if you're the Chiefs and you're as good as you are, you'd expect to win, maybe 4 out of 5, 3 out of 5. But 10-0 is ridiculous, and obviously 0-5 is also a little ridiculous. But I mean, go to your point where they have the top 10 in both offense and defense. I think there was a year the Chargers had the number 1 defense and the number 1
Yeah.
offense and missed.
Yep.
So there's just, I mean, the NFL, kind of anything can
It's a lot of
happen.
parity. A lot of parity.
Any
I
given
will-
Sunday.
I'll say, yeah.
Unless you're the
there's-
Browns.
There's a little bit of regression this year, but I think it's short-term regression.
How many did the Lions win a playoff game last year? They won the same amount as the Browns. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I mean, we've made it to the championship game in
Did you-
the
but
last
did you
couple
win it?
years. When's the last time you won the championship game?
We
Yeah.
we won a lot of.
This was before you guys moved to
AFC.
Baltimore?
This is fun.
Yeah, it was. Yeah,
Kevin's like,
we had our franchise stolen from us.
Hold on.
Maybe they should move again.
Well, I
Taxes
thought we were
on
talking about the Chiefs.
No, we're talking about the Browns and the Lions now. I got really quick. We just
I really
got
think,
bounced
okay,
from that
going back to
subject.
the Chiefs, I think they have a chance. If they lose to the Chargers in a couple weeks, that's season done.
Okay.
I think that's the game for them where if they win that, even if they then lose to either the Colts or Broncos, they have a chance. If they lose to the Chargers, I think it's season over.
So real quick, I mean, this is for anybody. Is this problem isn't fixable this year? Probably, unless without a miracle, which is Pat Mahomes and Andy. Is it fixable soon? Do they have the ability for that? Do they have the picks? Do they have like the capital to trade? I don't know. Like, is this fixable soon or no?
I mean, with Andy Reid as the coach and Steve Spagnuolo's defense, I mean, it's hard to say no. You can say something.
I'd argue that it's more important who your quarterback is, and as long as Patrick Mahomes is back there, it doesn't really matter. They don't really have a big problem.
Yeah.
They've lost a lot of close games this year. They're not eliminated at 5-5. There's a long season.
Yeah.
I could say they could solve this problem and go 6-1 to end the season. They could go 4-2 and end with only 9 wins and miss the playoffs, but I just don't think they really have a big problem, and I don't think they got to make any splashes. They'll be
Just
fine next
nothing.
year.
Yeah. Sure.
They could use a running back.
I think their one big problem is that Patrick Mahomes is the biggest crybaby of all time.
Sounds like LeBron.
God. Okay.
He's
Let's
just
keep
trying
it
to
on
piss
track
me
as
off.
much as possible. Let's keep it on track as much as possible.
Okay.
On the subject of losers, while we got Pat Mahomes talking over here, Sam Darnold. Now, I know this is a divisive guy in our comment section. He's had a really bad 2-game stretch. It's not like we called it, but in our power rankings week 1, we kind of did a little bit. And by we, I mean you two specifically. So, awful 2 games. Can he win big games? Is he going to be able to bring them to any sort of a playoff run? Ty, go ahead, take this one.
Here's what I gotta say. Other than playing the Rams in the NFC, Sam Darnold's 14-5 in the last 2 years. The Rams have his number. The Rams have a solid defense. Matthew Stafford is slinging the ball around, and they blew out the Cards, and he had however many picks and a couple
4,
fumbles.
Yeah, something like that.
So like, and if you think about the Rams game, like he played bad, and they still had a game-winning field goal or game-tying field goal to win. Like, so like they're not. It's not all on Sam Darnold. Like that defense could carry him through it, but
They're going to carry him through 4 interceptions.
they almost did against a top 5 team
in the league. With maybe the MVP candidate. Josh,
Right.
what do you think? I think you're a Sam Darnold apologist, so let me hear what you think.
I'm a Sam Darnold believer.
Okay.
He doesn't see ghosts anymore. I mean, I would throw the game against the Cardinals. Like, I wouldn't even think about it. I mean, they were up 38-7 at half, and they threw 12 passes. He had a touchdown. He had the one interception, I think a couple fumbles. But, I mean, a lot of times the fumbles aren't totally on the quarterback because, if you get blitzed and
Can't read a
smashed
blitz, yeah,
from...
usually.
Well, and there was a new
usually
center,
fumble.
and their
Yeah.
center
Can't
got
read a
hurt.
blitz,
I mean-
you usually turn the ball over.
Well, their
Yeah.
center got hurt. Yeah.
But then, I mean, anytime a quarterback throws a lot of picks, you expect them to lose. The defense kept them in it. Jared Goff, who a lot of people would consider a top 10 quarterback right now, had a game last year. He threw 5 picks and still won against the Texans team that was okay last year.
Yeah.
I'd also say Sam
Really
Darnold.
stacked Lions team.
I'll say
Really
that
stacked Lions team.
Sam Darnold has like the 4th best QBR rating this year, and I think he was top 5 last year as well with the Vikings.
What was his QBR rating when he played the Lions and the Rams last year?
I mean, the final game against the
Rams.
Lions
Or
last
the
year.
Lions, okay.
When they played week 8, or was it
18.
7?
It was
week 18 last year. I mean, the Lions put up 40 points. I think they put up 20. The Vikings put up right around 20, which isn't great, but their defense gives up 40 points. There's not really
Sam
much you
Darnold
can do.
Sam Darnold
Yeah.
gave them great scoring position multiple times in that game, though.
And I'll say in the Rams game though, like he didn't necessarily play horrible. I mean, he was getting sacked 9 times.
Yeah.
He's not. He.
Yeah.
Like
I mean, he's not Lamar
Was
Jackson. He's
that
not going to
last
break
week or
every.
the last year?
that was last year where he got sacked
Yeah, okay.
9 times.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I don't.
I mean,
remember.
again, I think it comes up a lot where even this year we've talked on the podcast about like game managers and just specifically where when you got a great quarterback, you're not really ever worried about the team, but there's a lot of game managers in the field right now where we're like, this team's really good. Like they're going to be okay. I don't know. I don't think Sam Darnold's awful. I think he's an NFL quarterback. I also don't know if I believe in him quite.
I
mean,
don't think he's a game manager though.
He's 21-5 over the last
He's not
2
a game
years.
manager.
21-5.
No.
He's 21-5 over
Yes.
the last 2 years.
And how
so,
good have his 2 defenses been in the last 2 years?
I mean,
Number one
okay, but if
defense
you
last
but
year.
then you're
Number
gonna look
one
at
defense
you're gonna look at
last
Tom
year.
Brady. Tom Brady won 7 Super Bowls
Yeah.
because he had a really
How
good
many
defense.
times did he throw 4 picks in a game?
Probably multiple, but I mean,
I'd be
I don't know if he won. I mean, he played for so long. I'm sure he threw a bunch of picks in at least one game. But if you would take a quarterback that's going to throw 4 picks in one game out of the year, 2 games out of the year, and look terrible in the regular season, we haven't really gotten the chance to see how good Sam Darnold can be in the playoffs. You take such a small sample size against
Played
like one good
playoff
team.
game.
Yeah, so you like the playoffs, and you take like one game out of the year where he played bad against the Rams team, and then discredit all the other 15 games that he balled out and looked like an MVP caliber player.
The Rams almost beat the eventual Super Bowl champions in a snow game.
I think the Rams are good,
Right.
and I think the Lions are good. And he went 0-4 against the 2 respectively last year. If we remember, those were their only 4 losses.
They had 3 losses.
Okay, so it was just
Same
the Rams
thing.
once and
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
the Lions.
They lost the Lions
Rams once
twice
in
because they're in
regular
the
season.
they lost the
and
Lions
in the
twice, and
playoffs,
then
they lost the Lions twice. They
Yeah.
lost 4 games.
oh, I didn't. Sorry, wasn't counting the playoffs, but
But it was the 2 teams.
Yeah.
It's the only teams he lost to. He did not look good in any of those 4 games at all.
But what about the other?
So you have
14.
a chance. You have
Yeah.
a chance to get to the bye with a game against the Lions, and you shit the bed.
but that's the Aaron Rodgers thing. Aaron Rodgers he didn't always look great in the playoffs, but he was always super super good.
He didn't. He
But does
didn't-
that
he didn't
discredit
take 9
Aaron
sacks
Rodgers?
and not throw the ball away once?
I think the jury's not out yet. I'm going to be completely honest with you.
And my biggest issue with Sam Darnold is he cannot read a blitz. Cannot. You saw it when the Lions figured him out week 18 last year. The Rams did the exact same thing the first round of the playoffs, and then it looked relatively similar last week. I don't think Sam Darnold. I think he's a great quarterback. I do. I just don't think he's good enough to lead a team to a Super Bowl.
Sure.
Especially the Seattle team.
And I might agree on that. I mean,
Okay.
I thought you were arguing more that he was a
I don't
Not-
think he's
not
a
a
bad
good-
quarterback. No,
I think he's
I
a-
do have some annoyance
And
because
that
I
was the
am a
question.
Vikings fan.
Yeah.
That's on me. That's on
That is
me.
the question that can he win big games? So I get it.
I
Like,
don't think he can win big games.
I don't know if the jury's out.
I don't
Like,
know.
The sample
I don't
size
think
isn't
it's-
big.
I
enough.
think
got
he can
one.
win big games. I think the question is, can he win multiple in a row? Because when you get
I think
to when
that's
you
fair.
get to the playoffs,
True. I think
I
that's
think
fair.
on any given Sat or any given Sunday, Sam Darnold can show up and beat your team.
Yeah.
I just don't know if he can beat
Consistent
2 to
that
3
guy.
teams
In a
back to
row.
back to back to get to the
Good,
Super
good.
Bowl.
Especially in the
And
NFC,
then on
like
top-
really good
yeah,
teams,
exactly.
on top of the NFC, absolutely. Dang, talking some ball today, man. Ty, I'm going to give you exactly 2 minutes, and I'm going to set my timer, and I'm going to put it up on the iPad so that you can see it. I don't know where the timer is. Hang on. I'm going to set my timer, and you get 2 minutes. We're going to start a new segment. This week it's called Ty's Rant, and this week I'm sure it'll be Browns edition. Next week it might be Browns edition. The following week
Always gonna be. Browns
it's probably
edition.
always going to be Browns edition.
Until the season's over, and then it's gonna be LeBron edition.
And then it's going to be LeBron edition, or it's going to be Wemby, how Wemby's putting that foot in his ass. But we'll get there when we get there. All right, here we go. You got 2 minutes. I'm going to start at the time on 3, 2, 1, and you get 2 minutes to go. Go ahead.
All right. So the first thing I would like to say is that the Cleveland Browns defense deserves a Medal of Honor because they keep this middle school flag football team offense in games, and I think that deserves a medal. The second thing I will say is that, sure, Shadur didn't look good. You know, he got thrust in there at halftime against a good Ravens defense. But the thing we're not really thinking about is Shadur Sanders, that was his first time taking first team reps. His O-line didn't even know his cadence. They had to figure that out on the sidelines. And then he had never thrown to Jerry Jeudy, who is bad, don't get me wrong, can't catch the ball, but he's the Browns wide receiver 1. Although I'd argue Harold Fannon's the wide receiver 1. But anyways, I just want to know, and if we didn't dry fire last week, you would have known that I wanted Kevin Stefanski fired, and he's still here. And I just want to know, how are you an NFL coach that has 2 rookie quarterbacks, one who is under 6 foot and under 200 pounds? How do you not have both rookies taking reps? Doesn't matter if you want Dylan Gabriel to start or if you want Shedeur to start, if you hate Shedeur, whatever the deal is. How are you still an NFL coach when you're not preparing your whole team to be put into a game? That whole thing, it just blows my mind. That's coaching malpractice. My last point, I'm running close on time.
Yeah, 25 seconds.
Shedeur brought energy. That whole stadium was lit. Like, he came out, was waving on the cheers. He looked like he was ready. Play him. Who cares, dude? We're 2-8. We play the 2-8 Raiders. If we lose, we lose. Let's get a better pick, and maybe we go with a quarterback, or maybe we get some pieces that'll help us win.
Yeah. So
go Browns.
Real quick, and I'll send this to you. How in the world does your number 2 quarterback in the National Football League not get starting reps at practice?
Absolutely ridiculous.
Dude, that's awful.
That's
It
terrible.
is horrible.
Yeah, I'm not sure how that happens.
It's a failure as a coaching.
Well, no matter who it is.
It doesn't. Yeah, exactly. So
But-
I'm not sure how that happens. I also would like to know, Joshua, even though you dislike him very, very, very much, how not Kevin Stefanski, how Shedeur Sanders, I don't know. Like, give me your take here, because I'm really confused.
I mean, I like watching his game tape. He did make some good throws. He had a fade route to like the corner of the end zone that was actually a really good throw. Just good defense. And this Ravens defense has been surging lately. With Lamar back, that team is rolling, and I wouldn't be shocked to see them make the playoffs and even win the division, because I still don't think the Steelers are very good.
No.
They'll have to win the division to make the playoffs, I think.
Yeah. 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
again, not out of the realm of possibilities. Yeah, again, I don't know. It'd be one thing if it was the week after Joe Flacco was traded and he had, just become the second string off of that. But the fact that we are 4 or 5 weeks in at this point of
I think it's 5.
Flacco being
I think you're right.
gone and Shedeur not having, assuming what Shedeur says is correct with that he hadn't had any
Well,
first
Kevin
reps.
Stefanski said
Okay,
Kevin-
I did.
Yeah, exactly.
So if
It's been a while.
that's very, very poor coaching, and there's not. Basically, he's setting up Shedeur to fail, regardless of whether or not I like Shedeur. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard to judge Shedeur on a game when
Well,
he,
he went 4 of 16.
yeah, and he had a pick.
There were a couple drops.
Here's what
Don't
I
get me
will
wrong,
say.
And you have a different quarterback throwing to you, so the timing's a little off.
Well,
so
and
the
Dylan
drops are
Gabriel's a
gonna happen.
lefty, so that
But-
means
Yeah, and the righty-lefty difference as well. You saw that with Kirk Cousins and Michael Penix. Kirk
Right.
Cousins coming in, we saw 3 drops almost immediately.
There you go.
But that Ravens defense is not that good.
No,
well,
so
they had been bad because they were all banged
they've
up.
been
Yeah.
bad, but I think they're getting. I think he's pointing. They're surging. They're getting better. I think.
But
They are getting better, but I still wouldn't.
Well, you
put
got
them as
Kyle
like
Hamilton,
I
one of
wouldn't
the-
put them as like a top 10 defense in the NFL right now.
No, but the Browns do not have a very good offensive line, and so when you get a
Yes,
quarterback
that's
in
true,
there
that's
that.
true. Doesn't have
watching-
reps with the first team.
And on top of that, watching Shedeur in college, he was definitely very jittery.
Oh, yeah.
Similar to Caleb Williams, liked to
Really
hold
had
on
a
to
hard
the
time
ball.
staying in the
Oh.
pocket.
Really,
hold onto the ball.
really
way
like
too
to hold
much.
onto the
Yes.
ball, and obviously
That's
that is
something
a.
you can learn to be better at with more playing time. Though.
Exactly.
With more playing
but-
time and more reps.
Yes.
But that was
More
the big
reps.
thing on Shedeur's draft report. Similar to him, can he get rid of the ball fast enough? And we saw that. He took multiple sacks, and when he didn't, it was rolling out instantly. And I don't know why the first play that he was in, they rolled him out instantly.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Well,
play
no,
call.
they should have done that so much more. Get
He
Shedeur.
completed a pass.
Well, I would.
Yeah,
I would
he
say
completed
quick
a pass and
passes
got
right
him-
away to get the guy going.
Yeah,
and
those
then you
screens,
start
those
rolling him
quick
out.
slant.
But I do think he
But after-
works best in the rollouts.
I say
I agree.
after a bunch of plays of, all right, almost getting sacked, throwing it away, pocket collapsing, move him. Try left, right.
Yeah.
Obviously he's a righty. Roll him out right. Get him moving. Do something different than just drop back, watch him hold the ball for 5 seconds. You throw it out of bounds or get sacked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I think my last point, and I didn't say it, but he went 4 of 17. I'm not going to say that he played great or anything, but he did show more downfield throw capability than we have seen.
That is true.
Absolutely.
Dylan Gabriel
Yeah.
in
Gabriel-
5 or however many
I
weeks.
feel like we see maybe like 2 or 3 the entire game.
And it's only when it's like he tried to throw it down the field, like prior to the game on the line. Like he was trying to move the ball. And Dylan Gabriel, it's dink and dunk, and we're 3rd and 8.
I think his second throw of the game was like downfield.
So I mean,
like going for it.
you just got to see what he can do at this point. It doesn't really
I'm
matter.
excited to watch him on Sunday.
Oh yeah, I'll be
But at
locked
the same
in.
time, like you just said, that Harold Fannin, who's the tight end, is considered your wide receiver 1, that can't warrant a lot the opportunities to push the ball down the
That
field.
is
That's true.
Mhm.
So
the other thing I wanted to say though is what you said with Caleb Williams struggled with. With the holding onto the ball too long, getting sacked. We saw that a lot his first season, and he had a whole 17 games to really work on that. And now he's in his second season, and you can see how much better
With a
he
really
is.
good coach, by the way, a new
By
coach, by
a
the way.
good new coach, and I think that if Shadur was given like the same grace, he could potentially get there. I don't think we're gonna see him get that kind of grace though. And
No,
he's
no,
gonna
he
have
won't.
to
And that
overperform
sucks, but
early to have a shot.
that's okay.
I think he'd have to go crazy
This
next
week.
week against the Raiders.
Yeah.
To be able to even have a
good team
chance
to
of
do it.
It is a
Oh,
good team to
100%.
do it against.
Like he'd have to go crazy to get it even another chance
Absolutely.
of starting.
Let's we're gonna take a quick step here forward into our future segment, now our present segment. We're gonna start another new thing. By the way, when we have guests on, we're gonna let them choose a segment that they're like. Josh told me he would like to do a segment called Hot or Not. The guys have done no research on any of his takes because they have not seen them. Josh is going to read off some of his takes, and we're gonna tell him if they are hot, if they are not hot, if they are garbage, if he's a dog shit content creator. He's not a content creator at all. He's a business major.
OnlyFans.
Well, OnlyFans, yeah. Me and him do a little bit of feed
I
action.
mean,
Feet action.
I don't think that's
and
on
I don't know
OnlyFans,
about
is
it.
We haven't seen it yet.
Feet Finders.
Yeah.
Anyways, so Josh,
Ty
I'm gonna
has
give
the
you some
premium
time here.
subscription.
I don't know how many takes do you have.
I have 9.
9 takes.
Let's try and do your favorite 7,
Okay.
and then we'll see what time looks like.
All right. The first one: the Cardinals should give up on Kyler Murray.
Yes. Not
Correct.
hot.
Not hot. That is correct.
He's
Yeah.
bad.
That's a future Brown.
So
Yeah,
that could
after
be a
watching
future Brown.
It's a
watching
future
the last few games, with Jacoby Brissett,
Jacoby's
runs that
looked great.
offense, in my opinion, just as good, if not better
a
than
tall
Kyler.
pocket passer fits in that offense much more than a short runner.
Another fun fact: Jacoby Brissett made the Browns look watchable. So
That's true
just think about that.
Take number 2.
That is fair.
Take number 2. Go ahead.
The Giants will be competitive in their division next year.
Oh yes, yes.
I will say that's like mediocrely hot due to the fact we don't know who their head coach is going to be. We don't know how Scadabo's ankle is going to be. We don't know how Neighbor's knee is going to be is the big one because that was a nasty knee injury. But I really like Jackson Dart. I think Scadabo's going to be fine. Neighbors is I feel a little iffy on that could
That could
add
have
a
been.
little time, but Darts look great even with Wandale and
Wandale.
and Darius Slayton. Is that?
Yeah. But he's been hurt on and off.
He's been hurt
Yeah,
too.
so I don't hate that take. It's a little hot.
The Eagles will be good, but I don't think anybody else in that division competes.
they
with the
have-
Giants
I think
next
I
year.
think
if
it
they
could
get their
be a
guys
year
back.
too soon with that take.
They have pieces on defense with,
Yes,
Burns and Dexter Lawrence are both ridiculously good.
and they got the
Sexy Dexy.
Penn State guy
Abdul
Abdul
Carter.
Carter.
Abdul Carter, he's really good
Abdul
as
Carter's
well.
really good.
And then
Kayvon Thibodeau's there still, right?
Yep.
He's been solid since he's been there.
and I think on top of that, Scadabo should be back by preseason
Scott
camp
should
next
be all
year.
right. Neighbors
Um,
is a little,
Yeah, it's always just weird coming back from a knee injury. Breaks
but
usually
he's
are.
young in medicine these days. You never know.
Yep.
I think you're a year early.
Take number 3.
All right. Currently, Caleb Williams is the 4th best quarterback from his respective draft. And I will give you other quarterbacks in his draft: Jaden Daniels, Drake May, Michael Penix, Bo Nix, and J.J. McCarthy.
Holy shit!
I think he's the 4th best currently, not projectability. I think currently he's the 4th best out of those.
you said okay. So I think Drake is
May.
better. I think Bo Nix is better.
And then Jaden Daniels.
Ooh, I don't.
Hot.
Oh,
I do think that Jaden Daniels can't stay healthy. It seems like.
I would rather
Who you
have
got?
Caleb Williams than Bo Nix as well.
Oh, you think he's
right now.
I think that's a hot
So you think
take, yes.
he's higher?
Yeah.
Than not lower. You think he's higher?
I would rather have Caleb Williams than everybody except for Drake May from that draft right now.
Okay.
Ty?
I do think it's a little hot. I do think he's right in that. I think he's above Jaden Daniels. I think he's that 3-4 range. So I guess not super hot, but I think
A little warm.
But Drake May, obviously, he's the best out of that draft. I don't know how he was the third quarterback to go, right?
Third, yeah. Okay. Fourth.
All right. Will Levis currently gives the Titans a better chance to win, and Cam Ward will be a bust.
I think that's hot. I think Cam Ward doesn't have a lot to work with.
I told him this yesterday, or when we talked about this. I think the guys that Cam Ward is throwing to literally have concrete bricks as hands. I think that he's putting the ball on the money and they're not catching the ball. That's just me, though. I'm going to let you guys handle this one.
I will say that I agree, I think, 100% on this one.
Really?
I do. I was not high on Cam Ward coming out of college. I didn't think he was a very accurate passer. He's not nearly as mobile as people that are that inaccurate are, that like go as a number one pick.
Right.
So I don't think it's I didn't like the pick. Jackson Dart was my favorite quarterback out of this draft. Shockingly, I was right about a quarterback for once coming out of college. That doesn't happen often. But I am not a Cam Ward guy. I didn't think he looked good at Miami. I agree. I agree 100%, honestly.
He might be a bust. I don't necessarily agree with Will Levis would be putting them in a better position. Because I think Will Levis was...
But he has the Mayo deal.
Yeah, but...
I think Will Levis was dog shit, but that's
he was bad.
Cam Ward is... He has... What? How many games has he played? 10? He has 6 touchdowns, 6 interceptions through 10 games.
And he is the worst QBR in the league by...
Worst QBR I've seen in a long time
it's
for a 10-game
It's
stretch.
terrible.
Yeah. We got about 4 more minutes on this segment.
All right.
So how many more you got?
I got a couple. All right, so this is a two-part. I think Aaron Glenn should be fired. And on top of that, I think the Lions defense is way better off with Shepard than Glenn.
100% agree. 100%.
Yeah, it's really
I
not-
love the energy Shepard brings to the Lions defense, and Aaron Glenn cannot call a play to save his life. His run-first mentality does not work when you're also just only running with your quarterback.
Yeah, but when they need to run with their quarterback, they don't.
No, it
Like
doesn't
when they were
make
playing
any
against
sense.
the Patriots, that whole first drive, they
Yeah.
were running that read option or the whatever, and then
Fields has some open looks, and
they didn't do it
Yeah,
again,
yeah.
and then they're down and they're pressing. So,
I
but now
just-
let's get Tyrod Taylor. So
yeah, now it's really just done.
Yeah, it's
I just don't know. Like you bring Glenn in as a defense first guy, and his defense is terrible.
It's horrible.
And on top of that, you fired Robert Saleh, who had produced you great defenses
one of the
and just
best
bad
defensive
offenses.
coordinators to ever coach the game, I think.
Who?
I mean,
Robert.
Aaron Glenn?
Robert Saleh.
Robert Saleh.
No,
not
God,
Aaron
no.
Glenn.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
Aaron
We
Glenn-
talked
This
about
comes
that.
from I really
Aaron's-
like.
Glenn's defense was horrible at the Lions last year. Granted, they had 20 injuries,
Yeah.
but
I mean, you
it
can't.
still wasn't that good.
Again, I thought Glenn did a good job. I wouldn't say a great job. I thought he was good for the Lions, but at the same time, I was one of the happy ones to see him go. I was
Yeah.
not worried about the defense. I was
Yeah.
worried about the offense.
Ben Johnson leaving was tough.
Yeah, the offense has taken some hits, but I think the defense is better.
I agree.
All right, moving forward, Dak is still an MVP caliber player.
I agree.
I think I agree.
you surround him with as many like fire people.
He's got George Pickens and CeeDee Lamb and Jake Ferguson and
Javonte.
Javonte Turpin. Javonte Williams has completely turned his career around behind that O-line, his first good O-line behind him. I agree. That offense is running like it's behind a MVP caliber quarterback
It
right
is.
now.
They
I think
can-
it is behind it.
they can score with the
I
best of them
thought
because
they
have
had a
to.
down year last year. And
Well, he
that's
was
why
hurt.
I was so high on Dak coming in this year in that entire offense. Like I took that entire offense everywhere.
Well, I'll tell you what, and this is not anything to do. I don't like the Cowboys at all, but that run defense is getting better. They were.
Well,
I mean,
yeah, it
the
is.
whole defense was
That
bad
trade for
Well,
Quinn
at the
and-
beginning
Yeah,
of the year,
Williams.
but the whole run defense is getting better. I think Jerry Jones is a lot happier.
If you guys
what we
didn't
wanted.
watch the podcast we filmed last week because there was no sound to it, I talked about how Quinnen Williams was only going to help the team get like one more stop a game. I think I might have been wrong. That defense did look better.
They
this
did
past
play
week.
the Raiders though.
So
They played the Raiders, and like I'm just saying,
Raiders.
Well,
trending in the right
Genty had
direction.
like how many rushes?
Genty only had 6 touches.
He had 6
Yeah.
touches. That's that. We'll talk about that at a
That's
different
a
time.
problem.
That's terrible. Next
Sounds like
take.
Bijan a
You got
couple
time for
years
2
ago.
more?
Yeah.
All right, 2 more.
Arthur
Yep.
Smith as his head coach.
All right, refs should be fined.
100%.
That's not. I feel like it's not a hot take, but
No.
I'm just mad.
I think it just depends on like how much you're gonna fine them because they obviously don't make as much money as the players. But I do think or at least
Give them some
they should have like a
spankings.
bonus system where like if you have a great year you get a bonus. It should be.
Yeah.
I don't know if you
Incentive
should be
based.
fined. I think incentive based would be a better,
Well,
but not a hot take. I think that's a good take.
yeah.
We'll get into it at some point, and this is a segment I have written down for a week where we kind of have off, like not a lot of stuff to talk about, but I do want to talk about all the stuff in sports right now with the sports gambling, right? And how I think, I mean, we can theorize, we can do whatever. I don't really want to talk about stuff without facts, but I do think that sports gambling itself is affecting the landscape of professional sports.
But it always has.
But it always has, and I'm not saying it's any different. I'm saying I want to talk about how it affects it, but that'd be a different time. So, and that'll involve some refs. So, anyways, go ahead.
All right,
Last
last one. Connor Cook was better at Michigan State than Kirk Cousins.
I'm not knowledgeable on this.
I don't know what I'm supposed to say
So,
either.
I'm going to defer to
Yeah.
our Michigan State resident over here.
Connor Cook had a top 3 defense or top 1 defense in 2013. You give Kirk Cousins the reins that year, that's a championship team. I promise you.
But Kirk Cousins had Le'Veon Bell.
Okay. And Connor Cook had Jeremy Langford, who has that Big Ten record for 100 rushing yards in a game consecutively
Yeah, because that offense was better.
because the O-line was better.
Because they were worried about Connor
Because
Cook.
they were in the lead for the most often. Because their defense was better by a mile.
I actually agree with you. I'm just fucking with you.
Yeah, he took that one in there for you. Yeah, I really wanted to see how you react. You like thought about it for a second. You got like,
I love
went-
Connor Cook, and he went like 32-3 at Michigan State. Like, I love Connor Cook. Don't get me wrong. But you put Kirk Cousins in that 4-year stretch, we win a championship, maybe even 2.
Not a hot take. Brian Lewerke still breaks my heart.
hey man,
What about Sam Levitt leaving?
so
He could come back. Apparently, he's going into the portal.
thank you, Josh. That was a great.
Josh, that
segment.
was good.
I thought that was really good.
You did very
I'm
good.
gonna. I would read the text if I could pull
I
it up
feel
fast enough.
like maybe
but-
we could make Josh like a 1-month honorary.
So this
guest.
is what I was thinking. This is gonna be an off the pod question, but I do want to make Josh like at least a fill in if we don't have guests. I want to make him at least once every
I think-
3 or 4 pods.
I was gonna say like once a month is
yeah,
perfect.
yeah, I think so too.
Really
He's
adds
our-
an
he's our
element
guy,
to
man.
this.
He's our guy.
I didn't know we were allowed to talk about college football.
college football. Well,
Oh, I would
he
love
brings
to
up
Josh
talk
was
college
just
football.
with me. I mean,
Okay.
messing with me.
Because I would
For everybody
love,
watching.
I'd
for all my
love to talk
future
some shit
employers.
about Indiana.
okay. Well, we'll do that some other
I would
time.
love to talk shit about Notre Dame.
Let's. Oh,
Notre Dame's so good.
Oh, it's not about the team. I have a big pet. I have a big
Hey,
peeve
man,
that they're
I
not in
think
the
you
top.
Maybe
mean,
next
I
month.
think you mean Notre Dame.
maybe next
They
month.
don't need to be in a conference.
Next segment. Slightly late
What do we got
midseason
next?
awards.
Awards?
Slightly late midseason awards. I want to hear your MVPs, your offensive player, your defensive player, your offensive rookie, your defensive rookies, and possibly coach.
How do you want to go about this? Go around the group MVP.
I want to go. And I know it's going to be difficult for you guys because you guys love to yap about this stuff. I want to hear.
Let's not use the white power sign, please.
I want to hear MVP, and then we'll talk about it,
Yes.
and then we'll go
That's
back.
that- we can
okay.
do
I
that.
like that.
All right,
That's
good.
so
Here we go.
good.
Josh,
Good
who's your
boy.
MVP?
Matthew Stafford.
Matthew Stafford.
Oh, here we go.
Jonathan Taylor / Matthew Stafford.
I mean, how do you argue with Jonathan Taylor?
So he's
Because
about
it's
to
a
have.
quarterback
He is
award.
on pace for the greatest running back season of all time, but it's a quarterback award. So I have Matthew Stafford because it's a quarterback award, but it should go to Jonathan Taylor.
If the voting were different, I mean, my thing was who I thought was going to win. If I had to pick someone to win, I'm growing up huge Lions fan, still a huge Matthew Stafford fan. I think that Matthew Stafford is going to win hands down, assuming he doesn't blow up
I mean,
over the
27
second half.
touchdowns, 2 interceptions.
Yeah, exactly. And
Hasn't
so
hasn't thrown a pick since week 3.
That's
Yeah.
so
That's
impressive.
absurd.
and it's part of the reason that the Rams are,
As
in
good
my
as they
opinion,
are.
the best team in football
Yeah,
right now.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
And so, if guys like McCaffrey and Saquon last year didn't even really have a chance to win the MVP, I just don't foresee a world in which
So
Taylor has a chance to win
Here's
it.
what I'll say. You look at the most valuable player. Jonathan Taylor did not have a very great game 2 weeks ago, and Daniel Jones struggled, and they lost.
Mm-hmm.
I think Jonathan Taylor is the most valuable player to his team over anybody else in the league.
Hey man, I think the consensus is that we agree, like 100%. I don't think that is in this group.
I mean, you
I think
can make an
NFL
argument for Matt Stafford, though. Who do you plug in at backup? Is that Stetson Bennett right now?
I mean, maybe,
or
but
Jimmy Garoppolo.
you look at like
Jimmy.
Gee,
you look at like Carolina or even like San Francisco his first year. McCaffrey was the most. He might still be the most irreplaceable player in football. I mean, he's carried this 49ers team who is
Right.
just
Injury
tannalized
prone,
with
like
injuries.
crazy.
Decimated.
And
yeah.
I mean, they're giving him like 40 touches a game, and they're still winning with Mac Jones, who,
Yeah.
I mean, say what you want, he's been good, but he's not great.
He's been hit and miss, yeah.
I mean, we could
really
argue.
solid games and really decent games.
Yeah.
He should get a starting job opportunity next year.
I just
I
think
think he
that
will.
with the landscape of the way the MVP is, I mean, we could argue about what it should mean, but the way it is, I think it's Matt Stafford.
It's just like how
right
the-
now it's Matt Stafford, but Drake May is right there.
Mhm.
It's just like how the Heisman's a popularity contest.
Yeah.
I mean,
Exactly.
I think Drake May's second in yards total. He's third in completion percentage. He's top 2 or 3 in touchdowns.
Yeah.
He's unbelievable.
And believe it or not, Drake May's never had a 300-yard passing game,
All right, you ready?
and he's averaging like 260 a game.
Offensive
I'm
Player
ready.
of the Year.
Offensive player Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor.
We're gonna skip over the talking part.
Yeah,
I do have a
Because-
fun
I feel like
fact.
I
though.
already said
Go ahead,
everything.
give
I
your
do
fun
have
fact,
one
give your
fun fact.
Yep.
Jonathan Taylor has more rushing yards after contact than every other running back in the league has total rushing yards, except James Cook and Devon Achane. And Devon Achane has 9 more yards rushing total, and James Cook has a little less than 70.
I mean, that's like Barry Sanders numbers.
That's
Jonathan
crazy.
Taylor is the MVP. I believe that 100%.
Not a bad take. Here we go. Josh, Defense Player of the Year.
Miles Garrett.
Miles Garrett
Myles Garrett.
What do you got, Ty? Go first, and then I'll let Josh go.
would become the second player ever with 12 sacks 6 straight seasons. And do you guys want to guess who the other one was?
Is it LT?
Lawrence Taylor.
No.
I feel like that's the obvious
Lawrence
answer.
Taylor, his record is 5 seasons in a row.
No, he had 6.
You got a computer in front of you.
Yeah,
So do you.
Yeah, dude.
I know, but I know I'm right.
I got an iPad. If anybody cares.
Yeah.
No, okay. All right, fair enough.
All right, and talking about it though, I mean, what Myles Garrett is doing year in year out is unbelievable, and he's probably the best single defensive player that I've ever watched. I was really hoping it was going to be Aiden Hutchinson this year, and if Myles Garrett were to get hurt tomorrow, I think Hutch has a very good
I know.
chance to win.
I put my money on Hutch this
Um,
year, so that was tough.
And with it being midseason awards, something could happen tomorrow, and Matthew Stafford, Jonathan, all these guys could be out for the rest of the year, and all of a sudden these awards look very different.
Right.
Well, slightly
Um,
late
Am I
midseason
wrong,
awards.
Tyler?
it's
Yeah,
like
but
this.
still,
I'm
He
just
had
kidding.
12, 6.
LT did in a row. Oh well, I'm wrong. I mean, I read a Browns. It was from their home page. I don't know. They lied.
It's okay.
The Browns lie.
They do.
Browns
Anyways,
lie.
I do have a different record stat that he broke this year. He had 10 sacks in 3 games, which is a record.
Damn.
And he did that from 8, 9, and 10. I think
That's
he had like
absurd.
4 against the
Yeah, man, that's
Patriots and
crazy.
He's on pace for 25 sacks.
25 and a half.
Almost as many sacks as Stafford
3
has.
more than TJ Watt and Michael Strahan. Michael Strahan had,
Wow.
which is the record, 22 and a half. So
Mhm.
he's running away with it. He would have to get hurt for somebody else to get it. If he were to, I do think Aiden Hutchinson does get it.
He has more sacks than the Ravens, Jags, Bengals, and 49ers.
He has more sacks than 4 teams combined.
It's not
Well,
combined.
just 4 teams.
Oh, just, no,
individually.
just 4 teams. I'm like
in
saying like
4
their whole
teams
team combined.
individually, yeah.
Yeah, wow. Hey, Kev, who's your offensive rookie of the year?
Emeka Egbuka.
Same.
I have Jackson Dart.
That's a good one.
I
All right,
mean,
let's
I
go
think
with this.
it's between those two. I think if Dart can stay healthy for the rest of the year and plays every single game the rest of the year, assuming he plays this week, even though he had the concussion last week, I just think he's been too good. And again, with all these awards, they are skewed to quarterbacks outside of
That's
maybe
fair. That's
offensive
fair.
player of the year because they try to make
Right.
it up to the other
Yeah.
players.
The MVP voting.
I'm a big Ibuka fan. I think he's phenomenal. He's really carried that offense with Godwin and Evans being hurt.
Right, he's been putting up these numbers as the wide receiver 1 with the cornerback number 1 putting up on him. Egbuka is on pace for 10 touchdowns, which would be 11th most all time out of rookies. He's on pace for about 1,220 yards, which would be 9th most out of all rookies all time.
Wow.
If he does both of those things, I don't think it's a question. He's top 10 in both categories.
Yeah. Hey, Josh, who's your defensive rookie of the year?
Carson Schwessinger.
Carson Swessinger.
Carson Schlesinger.
That's what we're in agreement for most of these. I like this. Is this a Browns guy? This is the Browns guy you're
This is
talking
a
about?
Browns middle linebacker.
I'm going to let Ty talk first here.
Among all linebackers, rookie vets, Carson Swessinger ranks top 10 in solo tackles. He has the same amount of sacks as Jalen Carter. He has 2 picks.
Doesn't he have 1.5 sacks?
He has 1.5 sacks. But he's a middle linebacker. He leads. He's tied for second in all rookies for tackles for losses. And he's leading tackler on top 5 defense.
Well, here you go. Patrick Willis. Is that right? Is it Patrick Willis?
I mean,
yeah, it is
he's a
Patrick.
linebacker
Patrick
for the
Willis
49ers.
had 138 tackles. That's the most ever by a rookie defensive player ever.
Mm-hmm.
Our boy here on pace for 145.
The GOAT.
That's crazy.
I think he's also
Now he
being
does get
helped.
one extra game, but it's literally like right on par with that one.
Oh, yeah.
So,
yeah,
it's well deserved. He's minus like 250 to win it for a reason. He looks fantastic. He reads plays very well. Unfortunately, I've watched way too much Browns football because I'm friends with him, so I've watched him.
Well,
play.
we've watched every game, but yeah, we have to put it on the big TV for time.
Yeah,
So
well, yeah.
that
So
checks out.
it's like
okay.
Yeah,
I do it for the love of the
we
game.
do watch
They
it a little
deserve it.
harder than
I
some
do
of
because
the
I
other
love you,
games,
Ty.
and it's okay. And we get to watch Shadur Sanders next week while it's on the big
Oh,
TV. That'll
that's
be
gonna
fun
be sick.
too.
Okay, let's get into coach real quick. We're gonna take like 5 minutes, or maybe less than that, maybe 3 to 4 minutes at it. But Josh, who is your coach of the year?
Mike Vrabel. He took a terrible, terrible Patriots team to really good.
I don't think it's that much more difficult than that. Go ahead.
Mike Vrabel. The Patriots had 8 previous wins in the last 34 games. They have 9 and 11.
Yeah, Patriots.
9 and 11.
Patriots.
I'll never forget.
Go ahead.
3 years ago, Patriots were 4-13. 2 years ago, or last year, they were 4-13, and this year they're 9-2. It's as simple as that. It's Mike Vrabel.
And it's
Yeah.
done with a lot of undrafted and waived players.
Right.
So
Yeah.
His defensive scheme has been fantastic, and the way he's developed Drake May has been wonderful.
Yeah.
I can't wait for 10 years from now when Drake May has like 3 rings. We're gonna be looking at, who's better, Drake May or Mike Vrabel? Who's the
Who
Brady or
did this for
Belichick? Who is it?
Hey,
I think in almost every other year, I think Shane Steichen wins, but
That's fair.
But Mike Vrabel and the Patriots have just been so good this year that
Such a huge difference.
So we're at a pretty much of a consensus, which means we should probably move on to some sports betting. I like sports betting. You guys like sports betting. I got my DraftKings out, and what we're going to do is we're going to go through, and we're going to start with the 2 returners, the 2 co-hosts, and then we're going to go to Josh, see what he's got. We'll put them all together. Everything that's said on the podcast, gets counted as our record. I'm not counting last week, even though I think they both did pretty well. Because I didn't post it. But this week is getting counted.
I didn't do very well.
Oh, well. Okay, well, then you're lucky. There you go.
Jameis Winston should have won that game.
That's true. Hey, okay, so here we go. Kevin, who are your picks? How many do you have?
For just Thursday
Night football. We'll go Thursday Night Football first.
Okay. I'll run through it really quick. James Cook, anytime touchdown. He hasn't had a rushing touchdown in the last 3 games. I think he's due. Nico Collins, 80-plus yards in 2.5 games with Davis Mills. He has 36 targets, 23 receptions, and 303 yards, and 1 touchdown. I think 80 yards is a relative lock. I like Dawson Knox, 3+ receptions. Dalton Kincaid's out. Knox is usually pretty solid. I think he could get even up to 5 if any guys are you feeling a little straight bet action. I was quick, man.
Straightforward, man. Yeah, your parlay is looking like plus 700 already.
Yeah.
Ty, what do you got to throw?
I
in there?
got Josh Allen, 220-plus passing yards.
Mhm.
I got the Bills, minus 5.5. No C.J. Stroud hurts.
Is it 220?
220. Bills, minus 5.5. I don't think Davis Mills can do it with the Bills. I got Woody Marks over 11.5 receiving yards. He averages about 16, and I think the game script is going to call for it. And then my one way out there pick, I don't know if he's playing or not. Keon Coleman, 3+ receptions. When he plays, he averages about 3.9.
3.9. That's pretty good. Josh, you got
Do
any picks
do
for
I have
us?
to take picks separate from theirs?
What do you mean?
Like, can I reuse picks for mine or no? Or is it
Oh, you
like
can
all
agree with
separate
them.
picks?
How many do you have? Any separate ones?
I have 5 total picks.
You pick like 2 of them that you love.
All right. All right. So I have Davis Mills over 200 passing yards. I think that the Bills are gonna get off hot and then gonna require Davis Mills to sling the rock around. And then I also have the Bills scoring over 24.5 points. I just think that the Bills are gonna again come out hot, and I just don't think that the Texans defense is gonna be able to hold up.
Yeah. Do you have any others that you love?
I agree on the James Cook anytime touchdown.
Okay.
I think that's about a lock. And then I have the Bills covering 5.5 as well.
Okay. Guys, that's 8 picks plus 8,000. $1 will win you $81.
Wow.
That's a pretty good parlay. I feel pretty good about most of those too, to be fair with you.
I feel really good about my 3.
There you go, dude. There you go. All right. Yeah, we can go to the slate real quick, and then we'll take a break, and we'll charge our stuff up and get some more liquid courage.
Always.
Drinking water.
Okay. So listen though, this week we're
Always.
not gonna do it like you did it last week. We're gonna go through and we're gonna pick everything. If there's disparities that you really want to talk about at the end, we can. All right. Bills, Texans, Josh.
Bills.
Yeah, Bills.
Okay. Giants, Lions. I know it's out of order. Sorry.
Oh, this is not even close to
I know I had say this one favorited, so Giants, Lions.
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 By 10 plus.
Yeah, covering.
Yeah, they got cover. Right? That's your thing. Yeah. Okay. All right. Colts, Chiefs.
Colts.
Hell.
Chiefs.
Okay. Kevin, Steelers, Bears.
Dude, this is totally. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, I got the Bears.
Bears.
We don't like the Steelers.
That
Sorry,
doesn't
Chris.
feel good. I feel like the Steelers are gonna win.
We're
now.
not sorry, Chris.
Okay. Josh, Patriots, Bengals.
Patriots.
Pats.
I got the Pats.
Jets, Ravens, Kev.
I have the Ravens.
Ravens.
I have the Ravens.
Seahawks, Titans.
Seahawks.
Seahawks bounce back.
Vikings, Packers.
I got the Packers. And JJ's ass.
I had the Vikings.
You mean 9?
We can take a break real quick. Do you want to talk about that? You feel like a certain
Yeah,
way about that?
actually,
9,
if I
actually.
could,
9.
he's not like that ass. I think he's shown flashes. He reads the right reads. I think he's actually really good at reading the first read, second read, finding his read. The issue is he's awful at throwing the ball.
That's a
he'll
crucial part of being a
throw to
quarterback.
the open
Pretty-
guy.
pretty good
He'll
part
find
of it,
the
yeah.
open guy and he'll overthrow him or underthrow him, and then it's just like what should have been a 20-yard gain is an incompletion or a pick.
Yeah.
It's just ridiculous.
Sad.
Well, I took the Vikings in this game. I think that with Josh Jacobs likely not playing next week,
That does change things.
I think that they're going to struggle on the ground. And then on top of that, I think that the Vikings defense is going to destroy
Brian
J-Love.
Flores runs a really good defensive scheme. So
And I mean, the Packers defense is good. I just think if they can put up 17 points, I think they can win the game.
I don't hate it.
Josh, Jaguars, Cardinals.
I have the Cardinals.
Jags.
I have the Jags. Jacoby's going to come back to earth after last week, I think.
Throwing 47 completions is not
Yeah,
a
that's
sustainable thing.
crazy.
Throwing 15 to Michael Wilson.
Yeah, I don't think
33 and a half fantasy points. Full PPR.
Kev, Browns, Raiders.
Browns by at least 2 scores. I don't think the Raiders can move the ball against this defense. Geno Smith has looked awful.
Browns.
Ashton Genty legacy game. Give me the Raiders.
Oh, good God.
Ashton
There we
Genty
go.
gets
Just give me
7
more
touches,
stuff to circle,
and
man.
maybe gets 11
I
yards.
do think this very well could be another Myles Garrett 5-sack loss.
Oh, dude, Miles Garrett.
Geno-
Write the
Geno's
script right now.
Miles
Geno's
Garrett could break this single season sack record Sunday, 4:05 p.m.
Josh, Falcons, Saints.
Falcons.
Falcons.
I think that it's a shit show of a game. Falcons will win though.
Yeah, they got Bijan.
I have
you don't
Kirk
have
Cousins.
your fantasy team.
They actually have Kirk Cousins.
Well, it's Bijan though.
Yeah, sure.
Eagles, Cowboys.
Cowboys. And I have a reason for this, and I'll explain it after these.
Yeah.
I
I got a couple games circled.
I got the Cowboys as well.
I have the Eagles,
Okay. All right, Josh. Bucks, Rams.
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 I wrote that I was gonna let drunk me decide. I'm gonna go Bucks. They've lost
good
2 in a row.
God.
They need a win.
Yeah.
And,
I was half expecting you to say tie.
Do they need a win?
It's actually
Yeah.
it's gonna end in a tie, and
Yeah.
Baker's gonna have a great game. Everybody's gonna have fun. Bucks win this game.
You know how big of an edit we're gonna have if I use that clip and they actually tie?
Yeah, right.
That's gonna be sick. Kev, last one: Panthers, 49ers.
49ers, Ricky Pearsall, Brock Purdy. It's their second game back together. I think they figured it out. Christian McCaffrey.
How are we leaving out
Christian McCaffrey is going to have a
It's like leaving
revenge
out
game on
Cooper
the Pan-
Flag. This guy lost his nuts.
Oh,
and I
I'm
didn't
sorry. I'm
fucking
sorry.
talk
Ty,
about
do you want to
Cooper
come read my
Flag.
notes? I have
No.
one note. It says Ricky Pearsall and Brock Purdy are in their second game back, and Christian McCaffrey is going to have a revenge game on his former team. Do you want to come read my notes?
Hey Ty, who
No,
you
I
got?
don't. I got the 49ers.
I got the 49ers as well.
That is hilarious, dude. Ricky Pearsall's awesome. I had him on my fantasy team last year. I think that was a pretty good slate. We're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back. For you guys, it'll be 2 seconds.
He's so bad.
I have to pee so bad.
He said you have low ass. He's
He said
low
you're
insulin.
low
There's a
on
difference.
insulin
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
because of your blood
I
sugar.
appreciate you talking into the mic. Just
And
move
you
it close to
can-
your mouth.
You
don't
can
have
you
to
can
lean forward.
restart now.
All right.
I give you permission.
Well, okay. So we're back. The first segment of the NBA, I'm gonna do my tier list. I like to think that I'm Nick Wright, but better. So I'm gonna do this, and it's gonna be fun. So can you all see the TV or no? Can you not see it behind me, Kev?
I can see it.
No, I cannot see it even a little bit.
Okay.
Like, genuinely,
Like, I'm
I
actually in the
can't
way?
see it even.
Okay.
Even an
How
inch.
about
like, which TV?
how about
I
now?
can
Left
move
or
though,
right?
and I can bring the mic with me while I,
see
move.
4 TVs right now.
Yeah, just unhook it from the.
No, I'll be
one?
fine. I'll be fine right here.
Okay,
It's
bring
like
the
when you're
mic.
playing
Oh.
golf. You've had too
No,
much.
I'm
Hit
good,
the
I'm
middle
good. I
ball.
can see.
Okay, you can see it now.
I can see your computer.
Dude,
I can't. Okay,
I play
that's
better.
good. Oh, you can see the computer now.
I play better golf drunk.
Oh, me too. For
Okay,
sure.
here we go. My first segment, my first tier, the bottom, lottery hopefuls. Okay, these teams: Pacers, Wizards, Nets. Pacers injury luck, that sucks. You know, just having Hallie out, they've been terrible. Wizards and Nets, it's always been the plan. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's been the plan from the beginning of the year. A few really good prospects: Darren, AJ, Cameron Boozer. Right, these guys are good. Well, you guys can go out there and get them. Lottery hopefuls, right here.
I would argue it's the best NBA draft you're gonna see in a long time.
In a very long time. I think I agree.
Yeah.
Next one above them, only because they don't have a pick this year. Probably needs to be in the lottery, the Pelicans. Okay, they're 2-12. I mean, there's not a lot going for this team except for Zion being,
They'll
in the
trade him.
weight class,
Traded.
What? And he'll get traded. I think they got some guys they can trade, but they have no picks this year. I think their pick goes to OKC this year. Their first rounder at least. So that's insane. We can talk about that later. Next year about them, worse than they should be. Grizzlies, Mavs, Kings. Listen, the Grizzlies, Ja doesn't want to be there, quite frankly. I don't know why he doesn't want to be there. They let him tote gums in Memphis. They do that a lot, right? So I don't really know what's going on there. The Mavs, Cooper Flag stumbled a little bit. He's finding his way. He's probably going to be in the Rookie of the Year candidate race for the
Without
whole
a doubt.
year. But AD's made of glass. He's not great, and Kyrie is out. So
Out for the year.
the Kings. Think about it. That wasn't that long ago that we were turning
Lighting
the
the
beam on
beam.
every night, right? Lighting the
It's
beam.
Like DeMar and
You hold your mic so that you
They
can, I
got
can hear you.
DeMar, Levine, and
Yeah, no, so
Yeah,
they got a good
Sabonis.
squad. They're
They still
3
DeMar
they're
and
3 and
Levine.
11. They're 3 and 11.
Okay.
Worse than they should be, right? That's the category.
Yeah, for sure.
Right above them, not very far above them, better than their record. Listen, the Hornets. I don't know if I'm taking the Hornets straight up in any of these games, but this year they're 4-10. They got a negative 3.9 differential. They don't get blown out. They've been blown out one time. They got blown out by the Heat. Other than that, it's been within a 10-point game with 5 minutes to go every single game. I don't know why they're hanging in games like that. I don't know why they're around, but they are. I think that deserves a little bit more merit than worse than they should be. Right after that, 2018 title contenders. Listen, I'm a big not fan of the Clippers. I'm a big hater of the Clippers. 2018, you're telling me that CP 0 rings, Kawhi and Harden are on the same team? I don't know if I believe you. But here we are. They're on the same team, and Beal is out, and they got Derrick Jones with an
for
MCL.
the year.
Yeah, for the year. He's done for the year. And Derrick Jones with the MCL, I don't know if they bring him back.
Possibly for his career.
So, 2018 title contenders. They're not very good, but, they got a lot of talent, I suppose, 5-10 years ago. Doing fine. Listen, the thing about this tier list is that the West is just so heavy on top. So these teams, I probably take these teams over the next category, but the Jazz and the Blazers, the Jazz have a lot of young guys. Keontae George, right? I think he's incredible. I think Ace Bailey's playing out of his mind. Marketing, by the way, 30 points a game. Going on, he's underrated right now. I think that's pretty clear. And then the Blazers, I like Shaedon Sharpe a lot. I think that they're a solid team. They can't do anything in the West this year. The West is just too good on top to do anything. So doing fine. West is too heavy. The mid teams, they're all East teams because the East is just weird. The 76ers, Embiid and PG might play 40 games combined this year. BJ Edgecombe and Tyrese Maxey are playing awesome, but they're 8-5, whatever. Middle of the East, I got the Hawks, the Heat, the Bulls, the Celtics. I mean, listen, even with Trey, I think Hawks are middle of the pack. They're still middle of the pack with Trey in and out. And then the Heat, I think the Heat might be like the definition of like a mid roster in the NBA right now. They got some guys, sure. They're middle of the pack. And then the Bulls, Celtics, obviously injury luck without Tatum. They've been here and there,
Tells you all you need to know about Jason Tatum.
Exactly, which I think is exactly why he deserves all the thing over Jaylen Brown. That could be a different segment. But Bulls, Vooch is fun to watch. So is Bazelis. I like those guys. Still,
What about Josh Giddey?
Hey, but he touches. Does he touch kids though?
He's pretty giddy.
He's pretty giddy. He's pretty giddy.
Elementary schools right here.
Oh yeah. I mean, even the mid teams. What else is there to say? Okay, high ceiling not there yet. The Bucks should be higher on this list. They got Giannis, man. I mean, Giannis has done it before. He's done it alone, by the way. I mean, alone. You got some guys in there, but I think that this year specifically, Ryan Rollins, Myers Turner. Ryan
Rollins looks solid.
Ryan Rollins look really good. He's been hot and cold though. So is Miles Turner. Okay?
Miles Morales?
Miles, is that racist? I feel like it might be. Anyways, Miles Turner. Not Miles Teller. I'm going to say it right this next time. Miles Turner. They've been hot and cold, both of them. Ryan Rollins had 32 against Warriors, where he shot like, I don't know.
Who is
insane.
that guy? Where'd he come from?
Right, but
where'd he go?
He's been hot and cold, So
Cotton Eye Joe.
without some more consistent play, I don't know if they can make a run with just Giannis scoring 50 PRAs every single game, which will make us a lot of money this year. Next tier, happy surprise. I like these teams. I think I like D-Book a lot. He's a GR kid. The Suns have looked better than they should this year. I don't think the Suns were a conversation. Again, the West is very tough. I think it's a happy surprise that they're here, 9-6. The Magic are also a happy surprise. They were very hot to start the year, and then they kind of stuttered off. They're 8-7 now. I think they're one strong piece away, whether it's a guard or a two, or even a center, from being like a true contender, right? They got guards. They got Paolo. They got Franz. I don't know how you fit in a one there, but you could put a center on that team and they could be a contender right now, I think. And maybe it's not a year. Maybe it's 2 years. I don't know. Franz is like one of the most consistent 20-point per game scorers in the league, although he screwed you last night. Sorry about that. I follow all those bets too. So
I didn't have a very good day yesterday.
He got me the night before, though.
Yeah, exactly. So that's a happy surprise. Next category, trending up star power. Look, if you look at every single one of these teams, Wemby and Castle, Ant-Man and Jaden, Steph, what else do we have to say? Jalen Brunson. I trust all those guys to win games in the playoffs. And they're all trending in the right direction. I think the Spurs are kind of trending down, but they got the star power. And with those two guys out for a couple weeks, I think we'll see where they go. We'll see what they can do without those two specifically. If they can hold their own, if they can keep at this, 10-4-ish pace, right? I think they can be a true, like, hey, maybe Western Conf semifinals this year. Like, they can make a push, The T-Wolves, I love Ant. I'm a big Ant-Man guy. And then Steph is one of my goats, I got to be honest. So, trending up, star power, conference finals invitees. You're going to notice a trend here that, and I'm going to say it again, the West is super loaded, okay? These guys, and what I mean by conference finals invitees, these guys have a chance with either some injury luck going their way, or B, if they can pull off a couple changes and make a couple point changes, they can do some things. KD specifically and Sengun, the Rockets are awesome, right? They have a chance to be invited to the conference finals. They are not conference finals contenders
absolutely
right now, right? So the Raptors 100%. And the Lakers as well. I think the Lakers, enough said, like you watched the Laker, magic happen with Luka and Austin Reeves. I think that those two guys
Yeah, I
alone,
watched
without
that
LeBron,
star power team lose in the first round last year.
yeah. Again, you're correct. I agree. They got their conference finals
the
invitees.
Lakers?
If they make the changes that they need to make, or they make the run that they need to make, they can be in the conference finals. It's going to be tough, especially for the West teams, because the trip to the finals is going to happen. This is the East teams. I don't think these two. I think one of these two teams will be in the finals this year. I don't know anybody who can contend with them in the East right now. Okay, the Pistons and the Cavs, I would put my money on to make the Eastern Conference Finals and play each other in a 6-game series. I don't trust the Cavs, to be honest with you. I don't know. Again, the Pistons are out of their mind right now, even without Cade and Duran, who we've seen win games without. By the way, speaking of money, the Nuggets, I put money on them. I would put money on them. I trust Jokic. I think he's amazing. But they're nothing compared to the Thunder. The Thunder are going back-to-back this year. I think the Thunder are a back-to-back team. They'll see one of the two, Pistons or Cavs, and that would be where my money would go on this tier list, this edition of Noah's tier list. Hey, so we actually got a segment. It's called Who's Hot? You ready? It's called Who's Hot? I said that already. It's pick a team
Wait,
that has
is
won.
it who's hot?
Yeah, it's called Who's Hot. It's called Who's
Tie.
Hot. Pick a team that has won 7 of their last 10 games and talk about how they got here and how far they'll go. Josh, you have a team. I'd like you to talk about them and why you picked them.
So I picked the Nuggets.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah,
I knew that.
and it's because of one person, and that is Nikola Jokic.
Aaron Gordon.
Yeah, right. He's a real glue guy. Really does
He
the
is.
dirty stuff. So far, I think that this is as of either last game or 2 games ago. Nikola Jokic is averaging 28.7 points, 11 assists, and 13 rebounds on 67% from the floor, over 42% from 3 on over 50 attempts, and almost 90% from the line.
That's an insane numbers. Man.
According to the individual,
29.7 now.
according to the like individual player efficiency ratings,
No free ads.
yeah, Nikola Jokic has a rating of 28.68 so far this year. Obviously, it's still early in the year. This would be the best rating of all time, and it's not even close. Or like that. That's as a individual player for all of their games in their career.
Say it again
He
one
has,
more time.
he has a individual player rating of 28.68 throughout his entire career. Jordan's number 2 and LeBron's number 3. They're both like right next to each other. Nicole's like
And
2
if
points
you
above
could
both of them.
Explain just one quick thing for me. What does individual rating mean?
Basically, for when they're on the court for each possession that they're playing, how good versus bad are they? It's kind of like a glorified, I don't say plus minus, but like for when they're playing offense, do they make their team better? When they're playing defense, they make their team better. Basically per possession. And so what he's doing night in, night out, season over season is kind of unlike anything that we've ever seen. So far, his rating just this season, which I know again it's early, is be 38.28.
Yes, insane.
This would be the
highest I think I've ever.
This would be the best season of all time by over 5 points.
Okay, damn.
That would top the current season mark that Nikola Jokic set in 21-22. Jordan's best season is 31.71, and LeBron's best is 31.67.
Which BTW as a shooting guard and a small forward, insane. As a center,
I think it's
the
unreal.
craziest thing you could ever hear of.
The fact that we have a center that's a better 3-point shooter than most teams' best 3-point shooter. Not all teams, obviously, but he's going to shoot between 35 and 40% from the 3-point line this year.
Which is not gonna.
Yeah, but how many
It's
is he
not gonna
shooting?
be higher
though?
than anybody's team's best.
I mean,
shooter,
he's
think.
taken over 50 attempts this year, but for volume though, that's the thing. He's taking
for volume.
he's taking between
when you take volume,
he's going to take between
he's
4 to
gonna be
5
doing
3-pointers a game.
How many?
He's so far this year he's taken over 50, and he's played in 11 games.
something. Okay.
So he's averaging
4.5.
almost 4.5 a game. And so then on top of that, this was last year's stat. When he was on the floor, the Nuggets were one of the best teams in the NBA. When he was off floor, they were the worst, according to efficiency.
No, so I have actually a stat to really. Steph Curry, offensive rating last year when he was off the court, number 32 in the country, the Warriors were. Out of 32 teams,
I was
on the
saying
court-
that offense and defense was
on-
mine.
Okay,
both.
that's on the court, he was number 2. The
Yeah.
Warriors were number 2. I don't know if Nikola's were that bad. I don't know though. So I didn't do the research anymore.
Speaking about
You mean G League or LeBron James?
All right, so
Speaking about the Lakers.
Josh, you got the Nuggets, right?
Damn it.
Ty, who do you have?
Damn it.
I have the Lakers.
Okay.
So, I mean, if you look, and I'm not really a big statistics guy, just because I think basketball is a game of runs. So there's a difference.
Basketball is a game of runs.
So
100%.
like stats don't necessarily always tell the picture, but they're in the middle of the league for most offensive and defensive categories. They're not really blowing any teams out, but I think what does save them is that when they get in tight games, they have a guy like Luka, who, and I know that there's a clutch player of the year and Luka didn't win it and Luka hasn't won it, but I think Luka is just one of the most clutch players in the league.
And he
you want the ball in his
in
hands.
his time, he probably will win at least one.
Oh yeah, and he's just one of the most clutch players in the league. And I know LeBron just came back last night, and unfortunately, I couldn't find anywhere to watch because I didn't want to pay.
Well, you could come over to my house.
I know you could
Well,
come over to Noah's house. You could have just asked me for my login.
Yeah, I know. I thought about
Probably
it,
would have gave it to you.
but for the first time in what feels like a while on a I'm not going to say LeBron-led team, but a team with LeBron on it, the role players are consistently stepping up.
I think that's a really fair thing to say. I think LeBron's never really had a team where the role players
Right.
were like a really large part of the team. Like he's always played with like a couple stars.
Right. But then everything else has dropped off after those
yes,
stars.
and it's like you have like 1 or 2 stars besides you, and then your role players are like nobodies. Like
right.
like I can name some, and you can name some because we've been watching him
Not
since
Richard
day
Jefferson.
one.
Richard Jefferson, he stepped up.
I would
when he
say
needed it.
Richard Jefferson's a guy that stepped up, and
Matthew
also
Dellavedova. Thoughts?
Killer. But anyways,
Matt
like,
Dellavedova
keep going, Ty.
is
It's your
the most
second.
overrated player
I
of all
mean,
time.
Luka's been unreal. Like there's no 2 ways around it. It's not just scoring. It's not just playmaking. It's everything. He's facilitating the team. He's making sure that everybody's involved. You have Austin Reeves, who is having an incredible year. And I guess my big question, and I wrote this prior to LeBron coming back, so it might have changed a little bit, but it was how LeBron would integrate himself back in after he came back. And you think about LeBron, and
That was our question week 1.
yep, and it's getting points. It's being the main facilitator of the ball. And I think that we're going to see a different LeBron than we've ever seen. Obviously, he's 40. Obviously, he's not as talented. He's not as athletic as he once was. But I think what we're going to see is that he's going to be the off-ball guy. He's going to be, if Luka's getting pressured, that LeBron's going to come in and he's going to make the passes. I don't think he's going to average 20 plus. I think he's more in the range of 16 to 18. But also averaging 8+ assists. I think that's where his stat line falls, and I think that's where the Lakers will be the best. And I just think like you have Austin Reeves, you have Luka, let them run the scoring, let LeBron in crunch time or
Do his thing.
Kevin
Just
really
let
has something to say.
just
I
let him
do.
go.
Yeah.
I do have something to
Kevin,
say.
go ahead, Kev.
In 2011,
Oh God.
Michigan State had a guy of the name of Draymond Green. He was not our best scorer. He wasn't a top 3 scorer. He wasn't a top 3 passer, and he wasn't a top 3 rebounder, but he averaged 15, 12, and 10.
Right.
That's kind of the role I expect LeBron to take as his career
Right.
comes to an end.
For sure. And I think that like having these 3 guys
Oh, we're not looking at those stats. Don't worry.
having Austin Reeves averaging 20 plus, Luka averaging 30 plus, and LeBron averaging 15 to 20 with 8 plus assists, and they're all averaging 4 plus assists. I think it's hard to stop.
LeBron's still probably going to average like 20 at least. What's that?
Josh said
Nothing.
he had 1 triple-double in college, but that doesn't really matter.
Draymond Green.
Come on, Draymond.
That's a wrong. That's actually
I think
so
he had
wrong.
like 2 or 3.
He had 2. He is
But he averaged 15, 10, and
Wow,
13.
Listen. All right, here's the point.
I said I lied. Immediately I
Here's
said
the
I
point.
lied.
We're getting- hey, listen,
Immediately I
Graves
said I
misses
lied.
We're getting out of hand. That was your segment.
I got one more thing.
Go ahead.
The only thing that scares me about this team is the defense. But I think adding Marcus Smart and adding an athletic big in DeAndre Ayton will take less pressure off the rim and force teams to shoot more threes, which could turn out to be dangerous. But if you're the Houston Rockets, it also could work out for you. So
Kevin, who was your team?
they gave you a free finals appearance. The Warriors.
No.
Who was
And
your?
a
Who
free
was?
championship, I think. If I
Hey,
if
hey,
I-
Kev, who
They
was
get
your
the
team?
3 finals
Kev, don't
Yeah,
take
they
his
missed
rage bait.
36 in a row.
Don't take his.
I don't remember
They missed
the
36
Cavs
in a row.
ever being on the West Side.
Hey, Kev.
So how did
No,
they
but
get a-
LeBron was down 3-1, the only ever player to be down from 3-1.
Yeah, all he had to do was complain about getting kicked in the nuts, and then he had a chance.
Yeah, because
Kev.
the
Yeah,
Warriors
he
have
should
the
have been
dirtiest
suspended
player of
an
all
entire
time.
game for
They
that.
didn't have Grayson
Kev.
Allen.
Kev.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Grayson
Kevin,
Allen doesn't hold a fucking
Pull your mic
light.
closer. It's
Doesn't
your
hold
segment.
a flashlight.
Sorry.
To
Hey,
Draymond
Ty.
Green kicking guys
Shut
in
up.
the nuts.
Who was
Oh
your,
my
who was
bad, I
your
forgot
team?
this isn't my
Who's your
podcast.
team?
All right, my hot team is the Detroit Pistons.
Oh, he's locking in. You do your thing, man. It's okay. Don't worry
All
about
right.
him. Go ahead.
These fellas are cooking, dude. They've won 11 in a row. This is the second best they've ever done. They've won 13 in a row. I think back in 2004, when they won the national championship with or not national champ NBA championship with Chauncey Billups, and then
Rest in peace, Chauncey.
in 1990 with the Bad Boys, they won 13 in a row. I think they actually won like 13 in a row and then like 12 in a row that exact year. They had a hell of a year and they won the championship over Magic Johnson.
Hey, wasn't
But you talk about a culture shift in Detroit.
Yeah.
The
Correct.
Detroit Tigers struggled the last 12 years, the last 2 years.
Mhm.
The culture has changed. They've been fantastic. They've been fighting for a World
not
Series
enough.
appearance.
Not enough for Josh, but continue. Well, that's a later segment. You know?
Yeah, well, man, not
But-
enough for me either.
Continue.
You look at the Detroit Lions. The culture change since Dan Campbell's been there. Absolutely insane. So you buy in to what JB Bickerstaff has to offer you in this defense. When you see a team in the NBA that plays elite defense, that means you're buying into your coaching staff. Because, I mean, you're making millions and millions as a player. So if you're playing good defense in the NBA, that means you're buying into what you believe can win you a championship. And to be honest with you, I mean, I was high on the Pistons going into this year. I had futures. I have 4 or 5 futures on them winning the conference championship, and partially because, Jason Tatum's out for the entire year. Tyrese Halliburton's out for the entire year. But this is a young team that is full of talent. Cade Cunningham is an elite talent. Jalen Duren looks fantastic. I really like what JB Bickerstaff's doing. And this whole team's definitely buying in. And I really like the Pistons. They've won 11 in a row.
11 in a row, and they for what 2 or 3 of them they were without their 2 best.
Yeah, I mean,
players.
Cade didn't even play in their last game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, the question is if they can keep doing it. I would say yeah. I mean, you got Giannis in front of you, and I think that's your biggest threat.
Yeah.
Great threat though.
Yeah,
I
Great
love
threat.
Giannis.
I don't
Just
think.
so
I
it's
don't
clear,
think the
I love
Cavs-
Giannis.
And to go back to my quick point about the Cavs, I don't know if the Cavs are a threat. They have more pieces than.
The Cavs are a threat.
Well, it's not to me, but that's just me. I don't trust the Cavs. Is all. I look at them and I'm like,
How
Donovan,
can you trust the Pistons, but you can trust the Cavs?
I've been watching the Pistons.
I think the East is the Pistons to lose because they're doing all this Again, they've had games without Cade and Jalen. And on top of that, soon you're going to get Jaden Ivey back, who, before he got
Yeah.
hurt, was really coming to his own
One
as a
of the
slasher.
most athletic guards in the game.
Well, the second most on that team, Marcus Sasser's coming back soon, and that would be awesome. That'd be fire. Anyway, sorry.
I think
I
Malik
just had to
Beasley's
deep-
coming back anytime soon.
He is.
Dude,
I think.
last I
think
heard,
they cleared him.
last I
Class A.
heard about Beasley,
He's
he's
in
about
prison.
8 years away from prison from starting his next game. But my God, I thought it was bets, so I'm relatively rich right now.
I appreciate all of your Who's Hot segments. I appreciated that. It's always fun to do a little segment where everyone gets their turn, just talk and yap about the sport teams. Okay, Kev. I
I feel like
appreciate-
Kevin was yapping through all 3 segments.
I think he was too, yeah.
Doesn't
But I
sound like
appreciate Kevin for doing the Pistons because I do love the Pistons. Hey, we got one more segment and we're running out of
100%.
time and I have to piss. So we're going to go over bets real quick.
Yep.
I'm going to start with Ty and then we're going to go to Josh and then we're going to go to Kevin.
I got like 7 right
We
here.
got our
Well,
bets,
just
and
rip
then
them
we
off. Just
well,
rip
we
them
got
off.
our bets and then the cup games, right? And we're just picking the games.
We're not going to do that.
Okay,
Oh.
We
cool.
don't have enough time for that. Just
That's-
quite frankly,
that's
I'm
cool.
gonna
They're all
cut
pretty
it.
I'm
chalk
cool with that.
anyways, I think.
So,
All right, my prop bets of the week. Nikola Jokic, 50-plus rebounds, points, assists. He averaged about 53. Like Josh was saying, he does it all. Could get it at any point in time. Yes, Kevin.
I have Nikola Jokic 55.5. The same thing you have because he averages 55 per the 3 of them.
fair enough.
That's not right, but
I'm going to let Ty rip his
Jalen
stuff.
That is
Green.
I'm
right.
gonna let Ty
I'll
rip
look
his
it up
stuff off.
right now.
Jalen Green, 3-plus 3-point makes. He averages about 3 a game. He shoots 7 a game. So I think that's
Volume's there. Go ahead.
Mark Williams. This is my best bet. Mark Williams under 1.5 assists a game.
Okay.
All he does is get
Jesus.
dunks.
Ty,
All he gets get dunks.
Ty loves his
One
arm.
assist or less.
Amin Thompson, 25-plus RPAs. He averages right around this number, a little bit above. He's averaging like 28. Sengun, he's averaging 22 points a game. I like him at 20. It's about minus 180, minus 200.
He's got a tough matchup.
Maybe a
too.
parlay filler.
Yep, parlay
He's
filler
got a
for
tough
sure.
matchup.
Yeah, that's true.
Isaiah Hartenstein, over 13.5 rebounds plus assists. If he gets 28 to 30 minutes a game, he smashes it. He averages about 16.
Oh, wow.
And then Cooper Flagg, 12-plus points.
Okay.
You never know where he's going to fall in the points, but 12, I think that's a pretty
12
healthy
12's
number.
money. I mean, he averages like 17. So
Kev, go ahead. Rip yours
yeah,
off. Rip
I
yours
mean,
off for 15.
I have Jokic 55.5 points, rebounds, assists. He averages 30 points a game, 13 rebounds a game, and 11 assists a game. So he's like one below that.
Mhm.
So I think that's money. I like Anthony Edwards 27.5 over the Spurs. He's averaging 25 points a game.
Mhm.
I think he knows he's gonna have to go off with Wemby playing. Like, we're looking at the faces of the league going off against each other.
Yeah.
So, and then I have Curry 27.5 over the Blazers. Friday night, I like Curry averages 25 points a game. I like him to have a solid game
Yeah.
for the NBA Cup.
Josh, it's okay if you don't have anything. Do you have anything?
I have a couple. They're not.
Go
I
ahead.
think anytime the Pistons play, any Cade Cunningham or Jalen Duren double-double.
Okay.
I've been
I
betting
like
that out
that.
recently, and that's been very good. And then I'd take VJ Edgecombe over 15 points
Oh, I like that
for
too.
the week.
I like that too. Dude, this has been a great podcast. I don't know about you guys. How you feeling about tonight?
Ah,
Hopefully drunk.
Feels
Always.
pretty good.
Feels very
Feels
good.
like it was a good time.
Thank you for tuning in. We appreciate you for watching. If you watch this long, because this motherfucker is gonna take an hour and 55 years to edit.
good tidings to you.
Good tidings to you. Like, subscribe, comment. You'll see the TikTok this week. We'll see you in 2 weeks because next week is Thanksgiving. Happy Turkey Day. Go ahead, Ty.
Go Browns.
Yeah, go Lions, I suppose. Any biting words, Josh?
Go Red Wings.
Okay, good. Thank
I
you.
Go
got
Irish.
Thanks, Kev.
Go Rams.
Michigan State is going to lose by 25 this weekend.
Who do they play?
Iowa.
Oh, yeah, that's BTA incoming.
Michigan State under 6.5 total points.
Michigan State minus 6.5.
Hammer Iowa.